Hello, my dear students. Today we will start with secretarial practice. In that, we will start with topic number 8, company meetings part 2. Dear students, today our topic is types of meeting. You all know that in joint stock company there is a separation of ownership and management. So hence there is a need to conduct meeting of the shareholders and board of directors. And you also know that every company used to take any decisions in the meeting. So you can see in this slide that company meetings is divided into three parts: shareholders meeting, directors meeting, and creditors meeting. Clear, students? Then afterwards you can see next the company meetings are divided into three parts: shareholders meeting, directors meeting, and creditors meeting. Then dear students, shareholders meeting is divided into two parts: general meeting and class meeting. Then directors meeting is divided into two parts: board meeting and committee meeting. Clear, students? Then in general meeting we have two types of meeting: annual general meeting and extraordinary general meeting. So in detail today we will start with shareholders meeting. You all know that shareholders participate in the management of the company, right? And they also have a right to manage the company by participating in shareholders meeting. Then as I told you that shareholders meeting is divided into two parts: general meeting and class meeting. Then first we will start with general meeting. So dear students, what is general meeting? These are the meetings of equity shareholders of the company. Clear? That means general meeting is concerned with equity shareholders. Then general meetings, we have two types. In general meetings we have annual general meetings and extraordinary general meeting. First we will start with annual general meeting. So dear students, what is annual general meeting? Annual general meeting is a meeting of equity shareholders. As I told you that general meeting is concerned with equity shareholders, so here also annual general meeting is a meeting of equity shareholders which is held once in every financial year. That means this meeting is conducted once in a year. Then next we will see the purpose of annual general meeting, right? Why we are conducting annual general meeting? So annual general meeting is conducted to review the progress made by the company during the financial year, right? So dear students, what is financial year? You all know that financial year is starting from 1st April to 31st March. Then, and to also discuss and take decisions on various issues such as um, to adopt annual accounts, then directors reports, auditors report. That means we are conducting meeting to discuss all this matter. Then to declare dividend, then to elect director in place of retiring director, then to appoint auditor to fix their remuneration, then and the progress made by the company. Clear? So this is the purpose why we are conducting annual general meeting. The next we can see what are the provisions. That means what are the legal conditions to be obeyed while conducting annual general meeting. Number one is time of holding. Right, when we are conducting annual general meeting, so the first annual general meeting shall be held within 9 months of closing of the first financial year of the company. That means the first annual general meeting will be conducted or will be held within 9 months of closing of the financial year of the company, right? So that means if financial year will starting from 1st April to 31st March, so before completion of the financial year we have to conduct first annual general meeting within 9 months. The next is subsequent annual general meeting. So subsequent means after that. It must be held within 6 months after completion of its financial year. That means if first financial is year is completed, then suddenly within 6 months we have to conduct the subsequent annual general meeting. The next you can see the interval between two annual general meeting. That means the gap between the two annual general meetings should not be more than 15 months. The next is extension of time for conducting annual general meeting. Right? Extension. Here the registrar may for any reason extend the time to conduct annual general meeting for a period not more than 3 months. However, registrar cannot provide extension in case of first annual general meeting. That means no concession is given for a first annual general meeting. And one person company is exempted from provision of annual general meeting. That means this is not applicable in case of one person company. The next you can see the second number point, authority to convene meeting. Who is a proper person to convene this meeting? The board of directors. Then number 3 point, notice. Here we have to give notice, clear days notice. That means 21 days clear notice to all the members of a company at their registered address. Then next, fourth number point, day, time and place of annual general meeting. Dear students, where the annual general meeting is held. So every annual general meeting will be called during business hours. That means between 9 to 6 p.m. on any day except national holiday. Right. And it shall be held either at the registered office of the company or some other place. It may be within the city or village. Clear? Then next you can see the quorum. I always told you that quorum is necessary. What is quorum? Quorum is nothing but the minimum number of members to be present at the meeting. So what will be the quorum? If the quorum is of public company, so number of shareholders, if number of shareholder are less than 1000, then 5 members should be present. If the members are more than 1000 but it is not more than 5000, then 15 members. And if the members are exceeding 5000, then your 30 members will be treated as a quorum. Then for private company, minimum 2 members should be personally present. Then last point is default. Right? If the annual general meeting is not held as per the provisions of the act or as per the government norms, then it will be called as default in holding annual general meeting. That means if person are not conducting, if the company is not conducting meeting as per the provision, then they will have to pay the fine. Right? The company who is in default are punishable with fine, and the fine is rupees 1 lakh. Right, 1 lakh rupees fine has to be paid by that company. And if the default continues, right, then 5000 per day the each company has to pay. So dear students, this is shareholders meeting. We have learned shareholders meeting is divided into two parts, general meeting and class meeting. Today in detail we have learned annual general meeting. Clear? Thank you.